Fauci had a quote saying that if you're
That's not what I said. No, that's not what I said. And not that I ever expect to be quoted properly. What I said was, if you're going to force vaccine mandates on people, just understand that what the data is showing us about the vaccine. The data is showing us you're much less likely to be hospitalized or die if you're vaccinated. That is true, and I think you see it in the statistics. However, the vaccinations have not created herd immunity. So if the idea is that having herd immunity, you force everyone to do this and that will create herd immunity, that has not happened. It's still spreading. People who, I mean, obviously in Florida we're going down now, which is great, but that's not what the issue is it creating the herd immunity? Fauci also said if 50% were vaccinated, you would not see any surges anymore. Well, that isn't true.
Ron DeSantis, or death sentence, whatever you want to call him, is the epitome of everything that is wrong with the Republican Party. You know, this ass clown is a Harvard-educated lawyer that has abandoned the law, he has abandoned Florida, and now he is abandoning common sense. He's waged war on school-aged children. And Ron DeSantis has threatened any school board that mandates masks by basically withholding state funds.
This just isn't worth it.
In 2017, you said that pipelines through treaty lands were a non-starter. What changed? What do you mean by that?
So can we talk at? And the way we do, I would be glad. Can I finish and then we can talk?
What changed? You said it was a non-starter.
Can I finish and then we can talk?
This is the most pressing issue in our state.
Okay. I'll be glad to talk to you when we finish, though.
These protesters crashed a Democratic Party event demanding that Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, a Democrat, actually do something to address the pipeline, noting that he had previously said that a pipeline cutting through indigenous land was a non-starter, and yet now giving approval to the Line 3 pipeline. Tim Walz has done very little to stop the pipeline from happening, and any attempt to stop or limit the brutality against indigenous protesters is effectively not materialized. As you may remember, a few weeks ago, police used a helicopter to terrorize Line 3 protesters. These are water protectors who are trying to stop a pipeline from cutting through indigenous land. They're also trying to stop the pipeline so that future oil spills don't poison the Mississippi River, which is a source of drinking water for many people in Minnesota. The situation has escalated to the point where water protectors have been arrested in northern Minnesota, in addition to water protectors who sat on the Capitol lawn being arrested while they were holding a rally. Now let's be clear, the ones who were on the Capitol lawn had organized this protest, and they were on public land where people regularly hold protests. In fact, the day after, there was an anti-mask protest, and those anti-maskers were not arrested. No, but for some reason, whenever indigenous people show up to organize to demand Democrats to recognize their tribal sovereignty, the Democrats show up to tell them to sit down, and they respond to them with militarized violence and arrests.